Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Chaz Jones, and today I have a new show for you guys called 5 at 5 Sneakers. You can expect this show to happen, if not every day, every other day, and it will be always at 5 o'clock, and it will always be about 5 stories in sneakers. So, with that said, let's get started with our first story. Here's number 1. So, the first story we have today is about the LaMelo Ball and Puma. So that first story is about his first sneaker, which is going to be called the MB.01, is what it's rumored to be called right now. No actual confirmation from what I've found, but this shoe looks pretty nice. What it reminds me, well, let me get into the details of the shoe. It has flames coming down the top of the shoe. It had around the ankle area. It has one of one on the tonguish area. Then it has not from here on it. The shoe is supposed to be 3D printed. I don't know how much of it is 3D printed, but it is parts of it that is 3D printed. We first seen him wearing the shoe when he was in the summer league. And this shoe kind of reminds me, if you guys remember, the Kyrie 1 and Kyrie 2 had these red colorways that when they came out. It kind of looks like those two sneakers to me, and yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It's not, to me, they're saying it's red, but it looks kind of orangish to me. But no, this is another dope look. I love the shoe for him especially, and I'm really glad the Puma finally has a signature athlete that they're putting a signature sneaker on so they can get back into basketball, which is a big move to me for all the brands, so they can actually have another option of competition between, because right now sneaker brands are wide open because we got Under Armour with Steph Curry, Nike with all their athletes, Adidas with all their athletes, and now you have one more with Puma, so, and New Balance with Kawhi. So yeah, but this shoe you can be looking for. It's not official yet, but it's rumored to be in December, and the retail price will be $125. For the number 2 story, we have the Nike women's Air Force. What they're calling it is the Lucky Charms. I'm gonna just call it the anklet because that's basically what it is. It's an all-white Air Force One, has a little anklet around it, and I'll go back into discussion of that in a second. But one thing I want to say that I do really, really love about Nike right now is that they are showing really, really good love to the women for the Air Force One. I really love that about them. I love that they're doing that because it's putting attention on them and giving them special releases without it being too out there that I think women wouldn't wear. Because I think Nike learned that they have to tone it down sometimes for the women because they don't want stuff that is just too loud or not something that they're not even going to wear, or something that feels like they're alien, that feels like you're just doing this just because we're women. But back to the shoe. This shoe is all white. It has a gold anklet on it. It has gold hits on the tongue tab where the writing is, and it also has it on the back tab where the Nike and other writing is on the back. The gold chain features a Nike swoosh. It says Force on it. It has a star. And if you know about Air Forces, the Air Forces feature all 3 of those things. It has the star on the bottom of the shoe. It is the Air Force, so obviously the Force is there, and then the big swoosh that everybody recognizes on the Nike Air Forces. This shoe hasn't had an official release date yet, but they are saying it's coming soon. So just look for it in the next, I would just say keep checking back and looking for it on your local blogs or wherever you get your sneaker news from. And it will be retailing for $110 instead of that usual $90 price point. I'm guessing because it's like a special edition for women's. But like I said, this is a beautiful shoe. Women, you should go out there and get it. This is one that I'll support you guys with getting because it is, like I said, in style. And it's really a dope sneaker that Nike has done for you guys with this Air Force One. Number 3, Adidas EQT CSG Life Needs Overkill. And this is part of Adidas Life Needs Equipment collection, which is for Adidas EQT 30-year anniversary. The 30-year anniversary isn't for, I'm guessing not for any EQT in specific, but just the 30 years of the line going on for them. This is a collab with Overkill and Adidas. That's why it's life needs Overkill. This shoe is a beautiful shoe to me. It has Overkill on the laces. It has special branding on the tabs and on the back of the shoe that you'll find. This it's like most of the shoe is white and gray. It's super beautiful to me because it keeps it simple and it keeps it with those original Adidas colorway, which is red, green, and blue, and they are found on like the stripes of the shoe and a couple of other different places. But this is a beautiful shoe to me. Unfortunately, this shoe has already been released on October 16th, but I was able to find them in my size, which is around a 10.5 to 11, on StockX for about $300. I would look there, or I would look for it on Go or any other resale site that you guys prefer to use to try and cop those shoes, because like I said, it's a beautiful shoe. And like I said, Adidas Life Needs Overkill is a shoe worth getting. I really like it, and I liked what Adidas did with this. And it's not something that's hyped as a Yeezy, but it's something that will catch people's eye when they see it. Number 4, the Pine Green Jordan 3. This Jordan, I really like. At first, I almost mistaked it for almost an Oregon PE or something like that, just because we've been getting a lot of those lately, like the 5 and the 6. So excuse me for almost thinking that was a P from Oregon. But when I took a closer look at it, it kind of reminds me of the what would look like a Seattle Supersonics 3. Because if you look at it, and it probably could have happened because Ray Allen was on the Supersonics and he was getting Jordan shoes. If you look at the shoe, it's a Jordan 3. It has mostly black, has green on it, has the gray cement print on it from the heel and the toe tab. It has Air Jordan on the back instead of Nike Air, and it's a really beautiful sneaker. I like it. It gives it OG type of look, even though it's not OG, but it looks really beautiful. The reason why I say it reminds me of Seattle Supersonics colorway is if you look closely on that tongue, the Jumpman is surrounded by that yellow, which is signature Seattle Supersonics colorway. So I really love that little detail. If you notice it, it looks you would notice that. And for kids, those of you who don't know where Seattle Supersonics came from, Seattle Supersonics, well, now you have the OKC Thunder. The OKC Thunder used to be the Seattle Supersonics, and that's the team that originally drafted Kevin Durant. So, yeah, a little bit of history for you guys. You can find the shoe on October 30th for 190 in men's sizes, and it goes from men's down to infant. But these are really nice shoes. You can get them for the whole family. I feel like it would be a nice piece in anybody's collection. But on to story number 5. Story number 5 is the on a shoe that I think is polarizing. I think only people would think only hype beasts would like it, but this is a shoe that I actually really am starting to like. At first, I was like, I don't know how I feel about it, but now I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I can start to feel that shoe. Without further ado, so the story is on the Naka times Nike Hot Step Air. I had to make sure I said that right because that is a lot of words for one sneaker. But this shoe, at first I was like, I don't know about it. And I know a lot of people still don't know about it or still don't even like it. But to me, it's kind of like the Yeezy effect. The Yeezys, a lot of people didn't like before they came out. But this shoe, I feel like not a lot of people will like before it comes out, but it will grow on people as it goes. Yes, it kind of looks like a dad sneaker. Yes, it's all white. But to me, the sleekness of the lines keep it clean, and sleekness of the lines makes it look nice. Um, it's not an Air Monarch where it has all those that has the real dad feel to it. What I love about the shoe is that you can find a little mini swoosh in the back of the not on the back of the shoe, but kind of around the heel area of the shoe on the outside part. And then you can also find the little mini swooshes on where the carbon would be on the Jordan 11. And that's another thing. And that's another thing that I really like about the shoe is that it has those little mini swooshes. I love the sleekness of the lines because it keeps the shoe looking forward. And then you have the little bubble with the crosses from the Nocta logo design. That's really cool on the tongue. And I love the little bubble, the air bubble on it too. It has I think it's an orange color that's inside of there, but it has the bubble. But I think the reason why they're not calling it Air Max is because they want to keep it to Drake's own line, and that's why I think is the reason why they're doing that. I do love the insole too. If you look on the insole, it's a nice little baby blue, and I do love the little yellow hits that you are getting. It might have actually been yellow in the bubble. Sorry if I messed that up, but the little yellow hits on the bottom, that's actually pretty clean to me too. I plan on getting these. There's no release date or there's no real information out about this shoe, but it's just a shoe I felt like you guys should think about and really think about if you want to get it or not. But that's my favorite shoe for the week, and probably that's probably what number 5 will always be, my shoe story for the week. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you guys just for being you. As always, my name is Shaz Jones. You can catch me on the next episode of 5 at 5 Sneakers, always at 5 o'clock. And thank you guys for watching. And as always, stay blessed, stay safe, and peace.